just next to it. That is River Point. It has that symmetrical parabolic arch at the bottom and parabolic arch at the top. Now, for the longest time, up until the end of the 2010s, this was just vacant lot space because they didn't know how to build tall skyscrapers in this area. The reason? Look over to your left. You'll notice that there's these porthole windows with exhaust fans on the interior. That's because train lines go underneath these buildings. And a lot of the buildings prevent them from swaying too much due to the tension of the wind pushing against them. They have these steel caisson support pillars that go down into the hard bedrock of the soil. Problem is, you can't put those caissons down if there's train lines in the way. So gradually on this river cruise, I will explain 3 feats of engineering to prevent these buildings from swaying or dancing too much in the wind. But now Captain Kimball's bringing us up the North Branch, and then we'll head down the South Branch. And like I mentioned, if you keep going further down the South Branch of the river, eventually you connect to the Mississippi River and then go out into the Gulf. So for folks joining us from Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Florida, that could be one way to get back home. There are folks that might be joining us along the other Midwest states, maybe like Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania, or even out in New York City. Here's another way to get back home. The Chicago River connects to Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan connects to the other Great Lakes. So eventually you can make your way out into the Atlantic Ocean. So the reason I bring this up is that Chicago becomes the city that it is due to its water highways. It was the fastest mode of transportation at the time in the early 1800s. And what came through Chicago? Well, look to your left. That is an old meat freezer because we had the slaughterhouses on the south side. Now, Carl Sandburg referred to Chicago as the hog butcher capital of the world. And after the livestock was processed, they would then keep it in freezers such as the Fulton House to your left. Now, it was so efficient of a freezer house because they had several feet of matted horsehair and cork that was in the walls for insulation. And you can notice how much into the wall they had to cut to make way for the patios. It actually took several months for that building to fully thaw out after they converted it. Keeping up with our left-hand side, let's take a look at the iconic river cottages designed by Harry Weiss in the 1980s. Now, there's 4 of them that are located here. Weiss was a little bit of a visionary. He wanted to encourage more people to move alongside the river. The problem is, people didn't really want to move alongside the river because it's still seen as a sewage system at that time. Well, Weiss gets the last laugh because one of those cottages resold in 2015 for $2.25 million. And what exactly happened? The real estate value blow up along the river. What's going to happen is that